Today, we're in one of my smaller parks. But we are going to discuss a special event. A very special event indeed. Today is International Women's Day. Women's. So, happy Women's Day, ladies. Also today is Gaia'S birthday. How about that? Celebrate the International Women's Day with Gaia'S birthday, the mother of all dragons. She's wearing her party hat. And she got balloons and things around. Plus, guys, we get a cool down on her hatching. What I mean by that is whenever we use her powers to open an egg prematurely, the cooldown on that has been reduced. So we don't want to mess up on that. Haven't been in this park for a couple weeks, but so definitely want to get in there and use Gaia for that. Give me a second. We also have a drop chance to get her pieces has been given to us. We have a greater possibility of getting those parts that we need for the puzzles in Gaia'S. So every time that we go out to get one of these, we will run the quest, right? Run the quest. I don't think I have both of these, but yeah, that's not even the right one. But we got a water, so go ahead and throw a water out there. Our chances are greater to get it. Now, this only lasts for today. I think maybe the rest of this week, I think is what it said. Sorry about that. Yes, the rest of this week. So, we get a chance. Now, there are presents also laid around the park to celebrate the birthday. They are the four main presents, guys. The red one, the purple one with the gold ribbon, the flat box, and then the blue box. And let me see if I can't find a couple. That's going to be a tough one in this one, because don't forget, those presents will hide behind habitats and trees and the like, so don't forget about that. Those presents might be a little bit more difficult to find. They're not in any of the main open islands I have. Maybe they're bunched up over here. Isn't that something? Wow, that's crazy. That's really crazy, guys. I mean, literally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down here to some of these blank islands. Nothing there. Wow. That's crazy. Alright, so where, oh where could those presents be? That's the question. You got the red one, the blue one, the flat box, and the purple. That is so interesting. Well, that is really interesting. Huh, I don't know. I sometimes will find the blue present on my islands that are with the lightning. So let's take a close look. Maybe it's hiding. There it is. Like I said, I normally find the blue box, blue present right there. So there is our first present. Now let's see exactly what we get to. All right, so we got Gaia'S flower petals, right? And so some of you guys know that that is to power up Gaia to her maximum. All right. So when Gaia's already there, fully grown, and she's in your park, those flower petals help level her up. And I don't remember how many times she gets leveled up, but I believe 10,000 is the max that she levels out, I think. I can't be for sure. Go real slow because I might skip over the purple one. I normally find the purple and the red on the cold islands, but that doesn't mean that they are there. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'll go back up there again. Maybe it's hiding behind some of those habitats. If your park is huge, like my main park, you're gonna have a more difficult time. One thing that that's not what I want to do. Is it? Yeah, it is. I don't know why I said no. All right, so I'm gonna go here. I'm going to keep the miscellaneous on. And the reason why is because I believe that will help us find the gifts. So if you got that, use that to your advantage. Because it looks like they really hid those presents good on this island. On this park. Okay. Wow. Well, guys, is kind of crazy. And it may be that I might have to leave and come back. Sometimes that's how we have to do it. Go ahead and click that. Give me a second. I'm going to go to my main park, because I already looked in my other park. So let's go to the main park and see what we got. This park is kind of spread out a little bit better, so I should be able to spot where they're at. Hope everybody's having a good time during Dragon Week and the expansion extravaganza. I still have yet to acquire and there we go. Look at there. Blue box right there. See, that wasn't too awfully hard. Right out in the open. That's what we like. We like to see those presents right out in the open. Yeah, I haven't been able to acquire another island for quite a bit of time. Once you get parks that are this big, it costs a lot. And it takes forever to build up the dragon cache. This is generally where I would find the flat present. Yeah. And I normally find the red present on this one. And I never find anything on this one. There's the red present right there, guys. Whoops. Get back here. Alright, so we got the box, the blue box, and then the red present right here, right? So we still got a few more. That one gave me food. Now check out the max on her. It doesn't really say, really, it's maxed out. I wish it would tell me. But those flower petals go to maxing out her power. So you don't want to miss out on that for sure. Just need the purple and the flat. Purple and the flat. It might be a little bit more difficult than I remember. Well, I almost can't believe how difficult this is today. Hopefully you guys have a better time at finding these presents than I am. They are really sneaky. Now, remember that on the 8th, that'll be Sunday, I believe, we spring forward. That's right. We actually spring forward. So school hours will shift. Go to bed early that night or stay up an hour later. However it works for you. I mean, work will change too. Everything will be the same. It's just what time we go to bed that day. Definitely going to throw me off. I hate this springing forward and springing and falling back, and never could get the hang of it. But if you're like me, then we get the mushroom hunting started. Plus, turkey season starts. Everybody, yes, turkey season. Get those youngsters out there for the youth turkey season. Not bad. You know, this is weird. I can't believe I'm not finding the presents. They are quite elusive today. I just recommend that if you guys go in there, don't give up. They're in there, and they will be behind stuff. That's for sure. Let's try the big trip islands over here, see if maybe they got put on here. No, they didn't. That's weird. There's the purple one right there. That purple present. Bam. Alright. So that's good. And of course the last one is the flat present. And that one might be a little bit tougher because it does lay flat and doesn't stand out quite as much. Well, maybe you guys will do better than me. So we still have 6 days, 20 hours left for Decorators Week. So don't forget to go in there and do that. We do have the decorations. Tons and tons of decorations, guys. So get those parks decorated. Remember, the more that you decorate your park, the more visitors come around. Also, decorating your park is a good way to level yourself up as well. Leveling your park up. Each one of these items that you buy carries with it an XP. Not much, but a little bit, and it really does help your park look better. Makes it look more homely. Like it's well lived in. And there's so much that you could buy. I do recommend that you get these anniversary pedestals. All of these anniversary pedestals are very unique and really cool to look at, some of them. Huh, I don't have that. Might have to go in here and take a look at what I got and don't got. I'd love to get some more of these trees, buddy. These trees, haunted trees, are just really, really cool to have. You really can't have too many of them. I think they're really awesome. You do want to try to get yourself some of these cast iron fences. Definitely. The opportunity to buy some of the Asian stuff, the mini trees, the bonsai, are available as well. Those cherry blossom trees generally only come out during Decoration Week, but I think they made it to where they come out all the time now. But it could be that they are limited. They're very pretty and useful. Don't forget to do that. The crocus flower, I think, are limited. I have looked and looked and looked for them, but they generally only show up during Decorators Week or a water event. Definitely want to stock up on about a handful of them. Don't forget your bonfire. You got to have a fire. Now, your specimens, you don't want to miss out on getting all 4 specimens. All right. And then your fog. Don't forget your fog. Here's specimen 6F. Don't forget that. And then there's 2 others. Got your palm trees and your kelps. You don't want to miss out on those. Your walls are back. You don't forget your corals. The major pollen giant. Now that is a giant flower that you can put anywhere in your park. And it is really kind of cool to look at. But it is huge. So it will tower over the houses, equal in size to the giant green tree. Now, for some of you guys that was not able to do this, if you were not able before to get your cubicle dragon transformed into that other dragon, I can't remember what it's called. The Snowbiz Sparkleton is available again. This is important to have in forming or evolving one of that dragon. Okay, so don't miss out on getting this dragon. Very, very important, guys. And that is a great deal. You cannot beat that deal. And it's really surprising that it's available at this price, guys. It really is. So, guys, you got to get in there and get this dragon snowman so that you can transform the cubicle. Yes, 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 yes. I think it's called the Thaw Dragon that it transforms the cubicle into. So you got to get that. That is an excellent piece to have. One of the most important pieces they threw in there. It's like a treasure. It's a gem among the treasures. We got the Astral Glimpse. You don't want to forget about getting that. Check it out on my island if you're on my friends list. I did a video talking about it, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. They did bring back the Candycraft buildings, so that's not bad. That's your Aurora. Got your Illusion Melted Snow. Got your pyramids back. Got your cherry blossom pedestals, guys. These are really nice. And that's a good price for it, too. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. The dojo came back. That is really cool to have the dojo. A lot of this stuff it's nice to see it in here. They've thrown these treasures in here. Oh, look at that. I didn't get to get that the last time. We'll stick it right there for right now. Guys, you don't want to miss out on getting this stuff for sure. This stuff is like super incredible that we are seeing it here. There's Snowbiz. Don't forget to get that Snowbiz. You need that to evolve. You really do. And they've got your Imperials. You don't want to miss out on those. Got your Oasis there for your desert islands. Yes. Now, a lot of this water stuff is going to come back out, guys, because if they do the water event for the spring, like they normally have been doing over the last couple of years, a lot of these water things will come back out, but you'll have to use event currency. So I recommend trying to get some of that stuff built up now while it's cheap. Use Dragon Cash while you're doing it instead of using event currency. So, like the waterway... that's going to be in the water event, but it's going to cost you not Dragon Cash, but event currency. So you want to make sure that you get out of that. And then your kelps are going to be about 1,000 or maybe 1,500 a piece of the event currency. So you want to make sure that you get it here first. Why use event currency when you can use Dragon Cash? Got your buildings here, the Aurora buildings. These are really nice to have. The portal for the Dordle. Yes, sir. The Dordle dragon comes jumping out the other side. Got your Grim Inn. Yes. And whatever you do, don't stick your hand in that hand. It'll grab onto you. The Keebler Elf Tree. It's a really good tree to have. Now everybody remembers from Harry Potter, a hypocrite. And this is how you learn how to ride and fly on a hypocrite. There we go. Don't forget that. And just other stuff. Here's another specimen right there. 8H. They really did. They put almost every single thing out here that they got. And this is actually really cool. I know that some of you guys have requested about the trees. They did advertise the treatery trees. The pineapple tree and the other one. I asked Deca about it, and the Deca rep thought that it was a different event that was coming out on, even though they had mentioned it. And I made a video. Remember, I did a live session on that, talked about the trees coming back, because I read it right off of their page. So I don't know that those trees are going to be available, but if you have the trees, I would hold off on trying to evolve the tree, selling it, and then getting it back. I would hold off on doing that, because you may end up losing the tree. Because the Deca rep said that they didn't believe that it was actually going to be during this event. So look at all that stuff they got in there, guys. All of that stuff. It's crazy. All of it. You do want to get the jelly plant log in order to get... I think it's to evolve the berry dragon. Yeah, you definitely need that. If you want to learn how to evolve your berry dragon, check out my video on how to evolve the berry dragon. They do have a lot of stuff in there, guys. Oh my goodness, it's just... And they're going to keep coming out with stuff, too. I need to get that Guardian's Gate. I've had my eye on that for a while. Now we're getting into the gems. This is going to cost... Some of these will cost you a little bit, if you got gems to spend. And then there's your blocks, your stepping pathways. Those giant crystals for your gem islands. These are your houses. Check out my video about the houses and their dragons. And that's all there is, guys. We got to get in there and get some of that stuff. Really, we do. So, we have Decorators Week for a whole week, guys. Yes, sir. A whole week. Get in there and get your stuff. Alright. I know what I wanted. I gotta scroll really fast to get that. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I don't know where to put it yet. Well, first of all, I got to find out. Guardian's Gate. Yeah, I guess we could put it right there for right now. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Alright, so go in there and get those presents. We just got to find them. And I only got one present left, and it's going to be elusive. It's the flat present. So we got the 4 main presents that we got to find, guys. And I know you guys can do it. It may not be easy, but I know you can do it. You got the red present, the purple present, the blue box present, and then that flat present. And that's it. Once you get those 4, then you've collected all the presents. Until next time, guys, this is Z-Dog. Get in there and get that decoration going on. Get those parks cleaned up, decorated, and we'll be back again soon. And like I said before, happy International Women's Day.